It is now 6 months since civil war broke out in South Sudan, which has caused loss of lives and massive destruction of property. But with the recent signing of a ceasefire agreement between the warring parties, there is hope that South Sudan will have peace and stability. The U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Africa Affairs urges the public to give the country time to settle.
We have already imposed sanctions on individuals in South Sudan who we believe have stood in the way of peace and people who have committed acts of atrocities. And we have had conversations with both Riek Machar as well as President Salva Kiir to encourage them to hold their people accountable, because if they do not hold their people accountable, then they are accountable for the actions that they are taking.
This was during a live interactive online video platform with Ugandan journalists at the U.S. Embassy in Uganda. The U.S. government refuted allegations that they forced the South Sudan government into signing the peace agreement. Linda Thomas says the peace agreement was a common decision made by the South Sudan government and the rebels in the best interest of their country.
There was no forcing of hand that took place here. We urged the leaders on both sides to make the right decision in the best interests of their people. This is what the people of South Sudan deserve. They fought for 30 years for their independence.
The interaction comes ahead of the U.S. Africa Heads of State Summit slated for August in Washington, D.C. Patricia Ainembabazi, UBC News, Kampala.